All right, back to Washington. Trade talks with China, they're going on right now. And the White House says the U.S. is, quote, looking for a deal. Both sides, though, unable to reach one when they were in Beijing earlier this month. And President Trump has extended an olive branch at this point by revisiting penalties on Chinese telecom ZTE after it basically went up against U.S. sanctions, kind of thumbed their noses at them. Joining us now is trade expert Rich Ellings, who is the president of the National Bureau of Asian Research. It's good to have you here on this one, Rich.
Hi, Cheryl. Listen, it's great to have you trying to cut through this complicated world.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is complicated in the back. Look, let's start with what happened over the weekend. President Trump did surprise a lot of people by kind of backtracking, if you will, bringing up the issue of ZTE. Is there a strategy, do you think, in the president's mind that we don't know that is happening right now? Is this part of a bigger plan, do you think, to get to the Chinese to maybe give us a better deal on other fronts?
Well, there may be two considerations here, two ways to look at this. Obviously, I don't know what's in the president's mind exactly. But on the one hand, there are short-term considerations driven by an election coming up and a lot of political considerations. There are longer-term considerations, which are really the economic ones with China. You can't have short-term solutions to end the difficulties we have with China. And then there are the economic considerations versus the geostrategic. For example, we do need a working relationship with China. We just can't have a complete economic meltdown when at the same time we're seeking a breakthrough on the Korean Peninsula that may require a lot of Chinese patience. And what I mean by that is that we may forge some kind of agreement with North Korea that places that country more equidistant between China and ourselves instead of leaning so heavily toward China. That's a big geostrategic deal. So it's complicated. Well,
it's complicated, and that got more complicated about an hour ago. You had these reports coming out, not sure if you saw them, that the North Koreans have canceled this meeting, this scheduled meeting with the South Koreans, and that they're now questioning whether or not they're going to show up and talk to the United States. I mean, the Trump-Kim Jong-un summit that's supposed to be happening in Singapore. So this shell game, if you will, has gotten real complicated, to borrow your term. And now, and that's separate from the fact that we've got this potential trade war still brewing with the Chinese. And don't even get me started on intellectual property, but go ahead, your answer first.
Yeah, well, obviously, ZTE, if we just take the company by itself, ZTE is a huge problem. I mean, it's stolen IP. A lot of its IP is based on, or a lot of its advantage is based on stolen IP. It, at the same time, clearly, as one of the national champions for China, and given Chinese industrial policy, it is a means through which China sees the world, can do espionage against the world, and so on.
Steal the world.
It is a real problem.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Look, and there's also this, these I call them arranged marriages that we've always kind of been forced into. They can come over and they can buy American companies and buy New York real estate, but we can't go over there and make just a clean purchase. And if we go into agreement with a Chinese company, I'm talking about American companies, it's, well, you have to open up everything to them. And next thing you know, our secrets are being stolen, our business secrets. I mean, do you think the Chinese are willing to kind of at least change that game?
No, frankly, I'm not optimistic about that. I don't think our pressure is going to change them. So I think a lot of our strategy has to be on longer-term goals involving restricting the degree to which they can absorb our technology, particularly through illegitimate means and through strategic purchases. So that's a whole long-term strategy. I don't have a lot of confidence that pressure is going to change things because they are so wedded and so successful with their industrial policy.
Well, and we didn't even get to NAFTA, and who knows where that stands right now. Things looking a little bleaker after last Friday's, the Mexicans and Canadians kind of went home. So there's a lot going on.
I'm more optimistic. I'm more optimistic about that. I think NAFTA will come through.
Good, good. I want to hear that. Rich Ellings, thank you, Rich. Good to have you on the show.